Welcome to Sober Barkeep. I'm Brian Anderson, coming to you from Anderson's Guitar Bar here in lovely League City, Texas. We're going to take a look at Roots Divino. This is their Aperitif Rosso. We've looked at the Roots, the Aperitif Blanco before. They are out of Greece, and they do two products that I've seen so far. They're both plays on sweet and dry vermouth. A little discussion about vermouth. We've talked about this before. Dry vermouth is typically from France. It's a more of a clear, maybe a little straw colored. Even though it's called dry, it's got a little sweet quality to it. It's a classic addition to a classic martini. The sweet vermouth is out of Italy typically. It's red, a dark red color. It's used in Negronis, it's used in Manhattans, it's used in all kinds of classic cocktails. The way that they make vermouth is they're both fortified wines, and which means it's wine that's had neutral alcohol dumped into it, so it's typically a high alcohol wine. Macerated botanicals are then combined with it, and you end up with a really cool product. I hate to say it's not really herbaceous. It's got that botanical feel to it, but not like a gin botanical. It doesn't have the juniper berries, and it's got more of the roots and the things like that in berries. It adds a slight bitterness to it, but not a bitterness like you would expect in like a Campari or something like that. Not even close to that. Just a mild bitterness. So vermouth is a very versatile cocktail addition. It's also great for an aperitif. And when I was drinking, I used both of these as aperitifs, as well as using them in the classic cocktails. So let's take a look at what Roots has done here. When you take a look at it, it's a dead-on visual replica of a sweet vermouth. It's got that kind of almost a dark burgundy color to it. Really nice. And when you smell it, it smells like sweet vermouth. I mean, it smells exactly like alcoholic sweet vermouth. It's just absolutely incredible, the smell of this thing and how it really replicates that aroma that you get when you pour a glass of sweet vermouth. Not a really strong aroma, and the alcoholic version doesn't have a real strong aroma either. When you taste it, the mouthfeel of this is fantastic. Even though it's a sweet vermouth, and it's got sweetness in the flavor, your tongue dries up immediately. I don't know how they do it, because it's like that alcoholic, astringent, evaporative quality that you have in alcohol, to where you just feel that dryness immediately in the tongue. Now, I don't want you to think this is a dry drink, because it's not dry in that sense, but it does have that amazing quality to it that you would get with a typical sweet vermouth. When you taste it, you taste the sweetness, you taste the botanicals, I'll tell you, to me, this has the closest mouthfeel and taste to a wine in the non-alcoholic world that any of the non-alcoholic reds that are out there. Hands down. Now, does this taste like a red wine? It tastes like a sweet vermouth to me. It's a fantastic, incredible sweet vermouth. But it's got some great fortified wine qualities to it. If you're looking for that, you may like this as well. To me, the way you drink this is an aperitif. You put a little ice cube in there. We'll grab an ice cube real quick here. Put just a little bit of ice. Put a couple fingers of this in there. And you could sip on this all day. This is the best sweet vermouth, non-alcoholic on the market. This and their dry vermouth. There's a couple of folks out there that I know would agree with me, because I've seen them post it themselves. When I got a hold of this, it's a little bit pricey compared to some of the others. Not horrible. It's mainly because you have to pay shipping on it. But you can get this. I got this on Amazon, and it is absolutely incredible. If you're looking for that sweet vermouth to mix with your Negroni or your Manhattan, or you're just looking for something you can sip on and get that incredible mouthfeel, that incredible evaporative quality, and I've kind of been missing the wines. This to me kind of scratches that itch. It's got some of that to it. I love this. This is a 5.55. It nails what it's supposed to nail, and it's just got a really, really nice quality to it. I could sip on this all day, and today I probably will. Sober Barkeep, live well and drink smart.